throw the gun.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the next part of Kingdom Hearts 3. I forgot to turn off my notifications, so let me do that real quick so nobody possibly hears a Discord sounds and gets confused. Okay, there we go. Almost forgot about that. Sorry. Oh, sometimes I forget. Alright, so in last part we climbed up to the top of Mount Olympus to get here, and now we are actually in Mount Olympus. So we have to go ahead and explore around. I don't remember if there's an actual goal.
I think the goal is just to get to the top of Olympus. I think that's it.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. So we get. It feels so weird using attraction flow again, but we still need to get the last. I think there's one more, right?
I think there's two.
You had a list. I thought it was two.
I did. I don't still.
Yeah, I thought
it was three, but the train was one of them. So.
Okay. It's gonna feel nice though when I don't have them, because it does again. It does feel. I feel it feels unfair to use them. Like I probably could have died in that encounter. Rail gauntlets. So this is a little new thing that happens in like 3 stages or something. It doesn't happen in many. Yeah, while riding rails, you can defend yourself. You can jump, and you can press R2 or X to shoot light. Because
the kind of weird part about this too is that there's a lot of stages where it feels like they easily could have implemented it if they wanted to. They just didn't.
Yeah, I know, right?
So it's just this thing that probably could have been interesting if they really cared to flesh it out, but they just didn't.
So I don't remember if it's this one. There's one of these that I want to say I've died to a lot more than I really wish.
Nah, it's definitely not this one. I know the one you're talking about. It's considerably later in the game.
Yeah, you know, there's one that there's just like you've died to more than you'd honestly wish you could admit. But yeah, let's use our beautiful shot lock.
Yes.
So we have more of these stupid bow and arrow guys. A lot of them.
I was gonna say it's okay. You have Hercules in your group, and I was like, you don't actually though.
Nope.
So no, you're going to die.
Hercules, take all the damage for us. I do not have thunder yet. I thought I had thunder. I guess I'll get it at the end of here.
Nope. It's gonna be really weird if you don't.
Yeah.
Thunder, Olympus, seems like it should go hand in hand.
They give you your basic stuff fairly early too. Like I said, oh hey, look at a lucky emblem.
We still don't have Blizzard either.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. I want to say before we have to go to planets, you know, other planets, other worlds. I think we'll get what's it called? Like I think we'll have all the basic stuff like Thunder, Blizzard, Cure. Maybe not Cure. You might have to get that a little bit
I don't
later.
think we get Cure, and I don't think we get Arrow either, but I think the others have.
Yeah, well, Arrow I wouldn't consider, I guess, a basic magic. Like something you're used to getting. Which, by the way, Arrow is back, and it works way differently, so...
To be fair, it always works way differently.
Yeah.
Every single game, it changes.
I think...
And I still think the only game where it was actually genuinely good was the first one.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was also a little too good. They just had to nerf it a little bit.
Yeah, and they nerfed it too hard.
Yeah. I do think that there's been... I don't know if it was an enemy or... something has used... Hey, look, a lucky emblem. Something has used, what's it called? Arrow, because I have seen the little reticle on the ground, so...
I think Donald might have it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He doesn't use it very often.
I'm just going to use the finisher because I don't need to do all the attacks.
Hey,
Also,
you might have died in that encounter.
Yeah, I actually might have. I get scared of that encounter. But then there's this thing called, hey look, a lucky emblem. Yeah, that too.
You have been trained. I don't think you've missed a single lucky emblem so far. At least the ones you've gone by.
There's a few places, specifically really open places, planets that I probably won't know where they're at in its entirety, but I think like Olympus, yeah, like I could be like, hey, look, there's the lucky emblem. So maybe the next world too, but I might miss like one or two. I found an audio glitch.
Uh-oh.
Sora makes a sound.
Just trying to keep up. It's like, come on.
Sora makes a sound if you hold forward while going there, down that, and if you just turn around really quick, he keeps going more or less. Hey, look, a lucky emblem.
You are diseased, and lucky emblems are the cure.
Unfortunately, I don't think Mayo's that upset with me constantly saying it because, you know, we're gonna get to a point where it's gonna matter.
Yeah.
So here's a little puzzle. We have to align these as close as possible to make a little line. Wait, does this count as a finish? They're glowing, but
They're glowing, but you need that third one too.
there we go.
That'll count.
What?
That'll count. I said.
The game just lied to me. That wasn't even your fault, Mayo. The game lied. This isn't particularly hard, but I've never took this long to do this.
Not a particularly hard one. It's just one that can be really annoying if you don't get it right away.
Yeah, there we go.
That'll do it.
Granted, it sparkled the first time and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we get from this? A new Keyblade?
It's an ether!
Night Shield! Plus. For you.
Well, Goofy, time for a promotion. What's even different about it? You went through the menu so fast.
Let's take a look. He's just less fire resistance, and he gets fire, siphon, and burn protection. So, as the abilities.
So. Nice. Compared to no abilities, so yeah,
yep.
It's better.
Interesting.
Makes sense. We did forge it ourselves.
Only time we do something like that. It would have been interesting if you could have made a few other things with there, if you put certain ingredients in.
Yeah, I mean, we already kind of have a crafting system in the game.
Yeah. But I mean, having like some sort of extra system.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been kind of cool.
I think they should have gone a little further with it.
To be careful in this encounter, these big guys always scare me. Give me more HP! Ooh, Goofy Bombardier. Oh no, it's not aiming at somebody that I would liken to.
Well, and they ran away to boot, so you didn't even get those enemies.
Yeah, that honestly sounds about right, unfortunately. Ooh, Watera.
Goofy usually.
Nice! That dude just ran directly into my water.
Well done. Sorry, my brother's getting his fourth wind.
Oh god.
He keeps getting calmed down, then he gets upset again.
I did hear him once, but I didn't want to comment on it.
Unfortunately, my mic is picking it up. A lot of it.
It only picked up once on my end, so if that makes you feel better.
I can see on my microphone, like on OBS, it's picking up most of it.
Oof, I'm sorry, Mayo. Forgive me. It's not my fault, but forgive me.
You're forgiven, I guess.
Thank you. Alright, we have a new mechanic, which this one is actually used quite a bit, so... Air stepping! While targeting an area with shot lock reticle, press square to instantly move to the last target location. This is called air stepping. It doesn't deplete the focus gauge, so you can use it whenever you like. It's very strong, also.
It is. I also hate that tutorial because it does not explain things how it should. I
Yeah.
spent like 5 hours here. The game
Same.
does not explain how it works.
The first time.
Yeah.
Yep, same here. So usually with things that sparkle, it also works on enemies, or there'll be a little square reticle. You're supposed to press square and it jumps you to it.
That's the part it doesn't explain.
Yeah. You're supposed to press...
You can only go in on things that sparkle.
Yep. Or enemies. Or big enemies, I think. I don't know if you can do it to small enemies, but you can do it to big enemies, like bosses and stuff like that. Also, here's a box we can't open, but we're going to open it a different way. So there's supposed to be, I think, a little puzzle they do here, where you're supposed to jump between a whole bunch of different stuff, but it's not working. Oh no.
Yeah, and that's why I spent 5 hours here. It's because things wouldn't sparkle when they should.
Yep. This is probably the only place that it really gets a little screwy, honestly. Like, really bad. But...
you go in order the game doesn't want you to, you're starting over.
Yep.
It's very easy to do that.
The game doesn't want you to be, like, midair when you're doing it for some reason.
Basically, yeah.
Another potion, which is nice. And then... nobody.
I mean, you're probably high up enough you could get the...
I don't trust the game to be like... to like work
fair.
Here. It's really finicky. In the area that they mention it, it's particularly finicky for some reason.
True, we were just mentioning that.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting a little input delay. Base PS4, baby.
Alright. That for the game on that.
Luckily, it doesn't happen during like big encounters and stuff like that. It just happens in a few areas. Oh no, the cutscene is 30 FPS. Look at
PS4.
it's the hardest bosses in the game.
I'm the one giving orders now, Bolt Boy.
Look, if this was James Woods, you're amazing. I was gonna say if this was the actual Hades, he wouldn't care to do this, but it's James Woods. It's absolutely different, completely different character. Oh, where were those guys? I didn't see him.
Yeah, what were they in the first 2 games? Or every game that isn't Dream Drop, for that matter.
Those were all the other gods. For people who haven't seen the movie, all the other Greek gods that reside in Mount Olympus. So this is more like 2 bosses instead of 1.
More like 3.
Yeah. So we have to beat these 2 titans first.
I was saying to Yogi before we started recording, I hate this boss kind of with the passion. I consider harder than the final boss, considering the level you're at.
Most people consider it really hard too, so it's not just him. It's not just a him thing. I died.
Keyblade.
This is what you get for talking about how easy it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've personally not had as many issues as most people I think have here, because I know a lot of people say this is like one of the absolute hardest bosses for being so early on and stuff like that. But I don't think I've died a lot in my crit mode, I think, but I didn't think it was like debilitatingly difficult, if that makes like a lick of sense.
The time I did beat it my crit mode playthrough, it felt like a fluke. Like, it didn't feel like I actually did anything particularly right.
So I like to get rid of the Ice Titan first, because he has the freeze breath. That's basically...
Well, yeah, but the fire one has the fire breath.
True, but I feel like the ice breath has screwed me over in certain situations more than the fire breath. I feel like I have a much easier time getting rid of it. Also, Ice Titan I think is actually just a bit easier to deal with. Ooh, trash. Magic Carousel.
That's another one you needed.
Yep. So this one is like a little bit of a beat thing pops up. and you can do a whole bunch of damage, AoE damage. You got poop, sound wave. I don't think you can get killed on attraction flows. But yeah, I'm still taking damage, because you're technically not invincible when on these.
So with this, there's only one left you need. You just need the water rapids.
Ah, yeah. I completely forgot that the water rapids was a thing.
I had to remind him last time, too, because he forgot about it then.
Yep. Ah!
I guess he just blanked on that.
Keyblade!
I died. Keyblade!
That's 20 Keyblades! Ha ha ha!
Not enough Keyblades.
Oh, that's gonna be rookie numbers by the end of this. Be like 20. Try 20,000.
So I think both of their beams one-shot you at this point too, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least if you don't get what's it called? Defense.
One but they get very close.
I mean, the ice beam just one-shot me.
Oh snap! Well, never mind then.
But that could have just
Thought
been.
you were missing health.
No, I wasn't, unfortunately. I wish I was. Hey, Hercules, gonna do anything? I just saw you standing there idly. You're still just standing there.
It's like, I must think of thing to do.
I mean, to be fair, the Ice Titan is also just kind of standing there. Menacingly.
They're both standing there menacingly. Don't even get started on the wind one, which is literally just doing nothing.
Oh, no, I meant to dodge. That was an oopsies.
Keyblade!
Oopsie
Keyblade!
Keyblade! Keyblade! And to be fair, this isn't even the hard part of the boss, I would say.
I would say this one's part's slightly easier than the second phase, but it's still pretty bad.
Yeah. The second phase is gimmicky. Probably the only boss that's like or one of the few bosses, probably not the only one, that's like a pure gimmick, more or less. No, I don't want to attack. The molten one's cute. That's why I don't attack him. He's cute.
See, now there's the real reason I was looking for.
He's just
Nice Titan just brings back trauma from one.
Yeah, exactly. Like how Ice Titan is turned from like one of the harder bosses in Kingdom Hearts from the first game to just being like a little biatch, more or less.
I mean, to be fair, it's only had about a year or so to regrow.
True. I guess there is that. Yeah, your allies don't really do anything for you here, huh?
Well, that's nothing new.
True. Let's use our focus gauge. Oh, I thought that was just gonna hit the mountain. It would have been really funny.
It would have.
I wouldn't even be upset. I'd be like, that's fine. Is it worth using Blaze? Fire? He said Blaze, so I said Blaze.
Blaze! And then, actually, you would assume water for this one.
That's clearly why they, what's it called? Why they gave you water and such.
Oh yeah, although, again, they could have given you Blizzard and that would have had roughly the same concept. Like, do something, Donald! Also, Donald, I saw you use Cure and you immediately did not cure Sora. Like, come on.
Also, this is
like H1 behavior.
This is the floatiest the combat will get, is you can stay in the air kind of long. I feel like just mentioning that. Like, you can just kind of float in the air for bosses that are kind of really high up like this. But I think it works fine.
I mean, to be fair, it's not exactly like that wasn't a thing in 1 and 2 as well, especially 2.
Well, 2 you had so many, like
if
combos.
you knew what you were doing in 2, you could never land.
Yeah, true. all these excellents. I assumed Mayo was pretty bad at getting these synced.
No, I pretty much got constant excellence.
Oh, I'm surprised. Mayo's not good with rhythm. No offense, Mayo.
I'm bad with music rhythm. The visual cues are different.
That too. Now this theoretically should do no damage. And it did no damage. I don't know if that was an oversight. Or
I mean,
if they...
The duck flare, whatever they call it in this game, it just triggers whenever you're close to Donald. I doubt they thought much more about it than that.
Alright, there's the first half, so I don't have to deal with doing this section again. I don't think.
Pretty sure you just respawn at the beginning of the second.
I guess you could argue this is technically two different bosses. And honestly, this boss, or the Air Titan, or whatever the Titan is, this feels like an actual boss. Tornado Titan.
The Tornado Titan, yeah.
I forgot you were supposed to deflect those back into it. I just did it because, you know, deflect's usually good.
Wow, you're doing almost no damage. Hey, at least your party members are doing something, and 2 of them are dead.
Oh, make that 3.
Keyblade!
Goofy's the only one who lives, I'm not surprised.
Goofy lives!
It also-
just Goof!
It also just gave us a little tip to a part of the battle we have yet to get to.
Well done.
Okay, so I guess you're supposed to deflect the buildings back, because that's awesome.
Sure, why not?
I mean, do you not find deflecting buildings awesome? Ow.
Did I not?
Keyblade!
Hey, maybe you should deflect more buildings.
Well, the first one I blocked immediately, and nothing flew out at me. It took a few buildings to fly out at me. Oh, I can't actually air step. Usually, you can air step to bosses. I guess this is a different breed of bosses. That deflected way more damage. Like twice as much.
Hmm. And you almost got a singular health bar down. Way to go. There you go. It's down.
Alright, now here's the gimmick of the battle. Which can be really hit or miss. So, oh, okay, well, there's the first part. You're supposed to dodge all this stuff coming at you.
Yeah, my immediate go-to comparison, weirdly enough, would probably be the diving segments and Ratchet Clank Up Your Arsenal.
Then you
Weirdly enough, it functions about the same. And now we're just fighting King Marsu Jafar again, so that's fun.
Yep. You're supposed to air step closer. Well, it's Kingdom Hearts 2 Jafar with at least a bit more stuff you're doing.
We can say that, but there is... I'm not necessarily just talking about the fact you're flying. If anything, you do more than the bar fight. Because there's all different phases.
Not true. The DM is very similar. I take that move as a DM. I don't think this boss actually is like a proper DM.
I mean, they can trigger with barely any damage. I don't think it's a DM. At least on Jafar's case. I don't know about here.
No, Jafar has the one where his DM is like where you have to actually just dodge a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's not a DM. He can do that anytime.
Well, Jafar is just a freak of nature.
Yes.
There we go.
I will never get over the fact that he's basically just Devil Doom from Shadow the Hedgehog, and it's really funny to me. Like,
It's with
game functionality-wise, it's
Ooh.
basically the same fight.
trophy.
Ooh,
Grand
good job, you got a
Mage.
trophy.
I assume
I
that's
assume
just
that's for getting a certain amount of spells cast. I'll fuck it up.
probably not
You're
a
not.
lot.
You're not finishing this fight anytime soon. Cast Grand Magic for the first time.
Oh,
I thought you
wait.
did that already.
Yeah, I've done that already.
Yeah, like in this part, even you had to higher tier water. Maybe you only kept fighting a boss or something. I don't know. Still a weird requirement, if so.
Oh, air step. Could you not be so weird? I couldn't block because I was in the middle of the end of an animation. This is the hardest boss in the game. Man, this is the hardest boss in the video game.
Do you have the water cuff link equipped?
I do not.
Then I have no idea how you got it. Because the water cuff link is something you can get in Olympus that guarantees you will get a tier 4 water spell for Grand Magic. So that could have been it.
Keyblade!
I died.
Well done.
Oh, actually, I do have I have the fire's ability on my my 7-Eleven Keyblade. I'm just gonna call it a 7-Eleven Keyblade because it is the colors of 7-Eleven.
Oh, that could be it.
And I was
Still
spamming
looks
fire.
really gross. That could be it then.
Like, let's see.
Because I know when you were using the water one, you only got water
Yep. Why didn't that building one shot?
You're asking why building didn't one-shot you?
Yeah.
Now he's asking the real questions.
Keyblade!
I would say I'm struggling more on this boss than I have probably in, or at least in my last crit playthrough. I don't remember how my proud mode went through. I feel like my proud mode was pretty straightforward.
I feel like that's true for most people that played the game.
Maybe sans the beginning, because I had to actually get used to like the mechanics and stuff. Can you cast spell?
Keyblade!
The cast spell button. If you cast for some reason, if you cast a finisher, he takes a long time to want to cast another spell. If you're just spamming spells. It truly is the hardest boss in the game. This is what I get for saying she. Here's what I get for saying she's easy, because, you know, Tornado Titan's a girl. Fun fact. I don't know how I know that, but
I don't know either.
I do know that Tornado Titan, I think, is...
Congratulations, you in fact have not misgendered a tornado. I'm sure your parents are so proud.
I'm proud. Nice, I deflected 2, but only 1 mattered.
Okay, I went onto Twitter and the first thing I saw was another poor soul that posted 2 tweets in a row about the, let's just say, the first and the beginning of the second cases of Ace Attorney. You can probably guess what I'm talking about with that context. I'm not going to get into it in case anyone hasn't watched that LP of Olympus or played the games for themselves. But you know exactly what I'm talking about.
You should definitely watch our LP of that for the record, guys, if you have not.
Yeah, we'll get to Just for All eventually. He got the whole trilogy, but...
What?
You're gonna have to be 3 first. Okay, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, I'm not seeing things. I was definitely not... I was close to the building, but I definitely didn't touch it,
Yeah, you were close, but you didn't even hit it.
Rigged. This game is rigged. That's all I have to say. Oh, I still got hit by a
Here,
building.
I'll paint that quote unquote red.
Did somebody say bread?
Red? Toast?
Did somebody say egg?
What did they say? Eggnog? 100 eggnog?
Eggnog! Eggnog is delicious, man.
It is the season.
To be jolly, follow. Yeah, fire's
Okay, well, that would explain it.
And granted, I probably shouldn't have wasted it, but whatever. I was
Well,
eager.
You probably would have ran out of time on it here anyway.
Yeah, true. What battle's better, this battle or Jafar?
Tough question, and I'd probably give a different answer depending on the day.
What's worse? Level
I
1...
feel like this is probably the better fight, but I feel like I still probably prefer Jafar, weirdly enough. Even though I don't really like either of them that much.
What about Jafar level 1?
Anything level 1 is pain. And you cannot pay me to attempt this game on level 1. Have you seen this game's health bars?
No.
Look, let me just summarize this way. We're on the first proper boss of the game, and we're already at 4 bars.
I can't remember this part of the battle. I guess this would be this boss's DM, I suppose? I have to be careful. I'm not going to use a finisher. Never mind. I'll take it back. I was afraid it was
Use
going
a finisher.
to. Yeah, I was afraid it was going to use one of its expansion attacks, for lack of better description. Well, that's the first boss. I don't think this is the hardest part that we're going to do in this part, possibly, though. Because the beginning of the next world, I've struggled more than I would love to admit. But I also didn't have a traction flow, so that could change everything. But we more or less are going to get a hub world, for lack of a better description, a la Traverse Town.
I think I can make it 5.
And, what's the one in Kingdom Hearts 2? I guess Kingdom Hearts 2 doesn't really have a sort of hubbish area.
Thank you, my boy.
I mean, Hall Bash is the closest thing to it, but
Yeah, but you don't really go there much, so...
Now,
Yeah,
watch your old man
you go it 3 times. That's still more than any other stage, but
Honestly, if anything, you'd probably go to the little hub, the Rock
or actually,
Titan.
no, you go there 4 times.
I love the Rock Titan. He's just holding one of his heads like, oh man, why'd you do that?
Why me? I already got beat up, man.
Poor Rock Titan. How do you hold a tornado and then you just Team Rocket them?
How do you throw it out into space?
They just Team Rocketed.
Okay,
Like,
and then the fire one exploded, and it presumably at least melted the Ice Titan, and I'm guessing the Earth one is probably free. No idea about the Wind Titan.
18
Yeah,
years
but-
to do the plan. Hey, does that count for when the game was released too?
Give it up already. You'll never beat Herc, no
Compared
matter
to the
how
first
many
game?
times you try.
I don't think so.
If the times aligned, that'd be really a really funny nod.
Enough already!
I love James Woods. Too bad we don't get to see him like at all after this.
The Iron Mighty, his little sunspot,
Like, now that we're supposedly not getting Xehanort as a main villain in the games, stay one game with him as a main villain.
Hades.
Like, you can even keep us in the Hercules world. I'd be okay with that. There's clearly they have a lot of content to pull from if they keep pulling from every single game. Mostly. Again, Dream Drop doesn't says hi, but
Yep.
That's the weird one.
Hold on.
Also, I honestly love that Hercules is like, Hades, go back and do your job. And Hades is basically like, God damn it, I have to actually do my job.
I have a very bad
Oh.
memory.
And it's not like the gods can get rid of him, too.
No, they need him to do his job.
Yeah. And as we've said before in Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't know about Kingdom Hearts 1, Hades in the actual Greek mythology is the most chill of them all.
Yep.
I mean, he has to
Put it
keep
this
the
way,
dead.
He has one wife and he's loyal to her. That's more than you can say of basically any of the other male gods.
Looking at you,
Salty.
Zeus.
I can see
Oh,
my
yeah.
family anytime I want.
Looking at you, Aphrodite.
If I stayed, I'd have to be apart from the person I love most. And that life would be empty.
Yeah, basically the Greek people were horny,
Yeah.
except for Hades.
Finally know where
Hades
I
was
belong.
chill. I mean, to be fair, he debatably has the hardest job of all of them. He has to look over the dead and make sure they don't like escape into the world of the living and stuff.
Sora, we never got
Meanwhile, everybody in Mount Olympus, they're partying.
It's okay. I think I'm
Even
Yeah,
Hermes
he's
gets
got
to
his
party.
chest out.
I'll find my strength the way you found yours.
Shout out to seeing Hermes for a very brief moment when all the other
Yeah.
gods were getting saved.
I guess you did have the answer.
Well, you've got heart, Sora. Just keep at it, and
I
know
wonder what
you're
would happen
stronger
if
than
the
ever.
real Hades wanted to do
I
a
might even end
coup.
up stronger than you
If
are.
unless he did do a coup. Is this Greek mythology that we don't know about?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Greek mythology is cool. Hero's Origin Trophy Clash
He
of the
got
Gods.
another Keyblade.
The Keyblade with emphasis on strength form changes, counter shield. So for speedrunners, this is the most broken Keyblade in the entire game.
Yeah, I was gonna say counter shield is kind of absurd when you know what you're doing with it.
It's still good regardless, but I know for like speedrunners and like people who know how it works, it's like ridiculously powerful. Some Keyblades that you obtain are capable of changing shape or form change. Each Keyblade has its own unique form change. While a Keyblade is form change, you will gain access to different combos and magic, as well as a devastating finisher that can be activated by pressing triangle. When you form change a Keyblade, Sora's appearance may change accordingly, and you will gain access to a new set of specialized abilities. Some form changes are better for defense, others are casting magic. Experiment to see what works best for you. You also, it doesn't say it, but you also get a new shot lock for every single one you get. The Hero's Origin Keyblade can be form changed, defense-oriented weapon called Counter Shield, defense while also having most ridiculous offense.
Yeah, as I say, like they try to act like it's a defensive flip. Like, no.
While form changed, hold
Like,
square
it has
and continuously
defensive
guard for a set
capabilities
period of time. Blocking enemy attacks will charge your shield for a maximum of 2 levels. Press X shield charge will activate unique reprisal based on level short. This is one of the very few Keyblades too that actually has like a very unique thing tied to it. I should also mention, like, not many Keyblades have a unique like gimmick to them, but this one does. So
I mean, most of them at least have their own transformations tied to them.
yeah, they have like their own transformations, but this one is one where you can literally like charge up attacks by defending him and stuff. It's not really a thing.
Yeah.
In other what's it called? For too many other Keyblades.
Oh yeah, they're still around.
Also, yes,
Really.
Pete and our good friend Maleficent. They only appear
Like,
like.
she couldn't even get him a shovel. She's making him dig with his hands.
I mean, he is a dog.
True, but still.
Yeah, you only see them like 2 more times after this. They really were just shoehorned in. They don't fit.
Whoa!
What is it?
They were an absolute afterthought. They realized that they had teased something in Dream Drop, in the coded cutscenes, and like, oh crud, we have to put them in here somewhere.
Pandora's box. That's not even a black box. It's purple.
What? After all,
That's close enough, right?
Also, this is Pandora's box. Why is it dug not very deep under just a random spot in Thebes?
Seriously.
You'd expect
I think at the
Pandora's
very least it'd be
box.
out in Mount Olympus or being safeguarded in Olympus. Something. At least take it with you.
Yep.
May your heart
Oh, and then they do a random thing.
Yeah. Still no idea why he just randomly says that.
It's supposed to be a hint towards something that honestly you'd never learn until the DLC came out.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's just like there's no reason for him to say it then and there.
Oh yeah, I know. It's literally just like an asshole sort of thing, just to like throw it in there. Look, Nomura's writing is Nomura's writing. Oh, do we do the little combat section here, or is that a little later?
I think that's it. I'm not sure. We'll get to it when we get to it. Maybe it's now, maybe it's later.
What's wrong, Riku?
Hope you are ready to see Riku with that hairstyle for much longer.
No, just... I've been here. I should know this place. But that all seems like another life.
No, you should not know this place. As far as we know, this place is endless. Is the realm of darkness the equivalent of hell?
You've done years of growing in
I
almost no time at
I think
all.
it's the. I mean, I was gonna say yes, but then I was like, I mean, we kind of already have that with the Olympus Underground.
Yeah, but that's like relegated to that world,
If anything, I feel
right?
exhilarated.
If that's how that works, then this isn't then.
But the realm of darkness like
exists.
connect like is a part of like the big like the whole universe thing.
I know Aqua needs
I don't know. The world is
It
confusing.
is, but we don't
I'm in control
really
now.
see anyone else here. Is my biggest
Maybe it's
problem with
True.
that.
with me this time.
So I like to imagine, since they have the garbs, these are their new darkness defending garbs, unlike which are equivalent to the Organization 13 cloaks.
Yeah.
I like to imagine if they have that checkered pattern you see like at the bottom of their outfits. That's supposed to be like the signifier to that they have, that that they're using a suit that is to deflect the darkness. Oh no, guys! They didn't update the cutscene to look a little better.
Strength to protect what matters.
They really could have, for those tiny shots too. It wouldn't have taken that long.
Just someone I once.
You
Especially
have-
because we have the data grading system already in the game.
Yeah, and you had a Terra model for 0.2. Like, even if he doesn't pop up in this game, you have him for 0.2.
Mickey.
Like, you have his model. You don't have a
Yeah.
child, Riku.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's the only thing they would have to make, because they would also have Destiny Islands thanks to the final boss 0.2.
yeah, so, like,
It's different from what I
it really wouldn't have been that hard to remake.
Usually, I just follow my heart.
Because it's not like they're doing some crazy stuff or anything. It's just like, that was just one of those lingering shots in which they do the Keyblade.
You mean
The Keyblade ceremony, quote unquote. I love how it's supposed to be like a ceremony of sorts, but all you have to
It
do
really
is touch
isn't.
the Keyblade.
How many people do we know in this series that got a Keyblade from a Keyblade ceremony that was actually a ceremony, and not either just some random fluke or something that they didn't even realize they were doing?
I still love how Sora got it because literally the Keyblade was supposed to go to Riku, and then the Kingdom Key was like, "Ew, darkness." so he went to Sora.
Yeah, but Xehanor's totally fine.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's gone.
Huh?
I'm positive Aqua was here.
That went by really fast.
Her trail's gone dim.
The text.
I've
Yeah.
been here
It was like a
too.
blinking you miss it.
To be fair to the Xehanort point, like I think I mentioned,
This is
either
where we found our way back to the realm
they're
of
in
light.
Dina Dream Drop or
Hey,
beginning of 0.2, where that specific Keyblade is supposed to be a Keyblade of light,
Aqua.
specifically.
Has fallen into an even
Which one? The
Maybe
one that
one,
the
the
Donald
one that
has?
Sora has.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Kingdom
the one that
Key.
Donald has, of course.
And I don't
Oh,
Yeah.
I meant to say Mickey.
equipped to dive any deeper than
Well, all the
Aqua
Kingdom
has.
Key
Mickey has
equivalents, right?
PP.
so then
All
Yeah.
the Kingdom Key equivalents are supposed to be of like pure light and stuff, right?
Oh no!
what?
No,
They are?
Riku,
just the one Sora has.
Even the least threatening Heartless.
Then why did
is
Mickey need
stronger
this
in this realm.
Keyblade?
I got it.
Because he needed to close the door thing that was within Kingdom Hearts 1. No idea why he kept it. I guess he just liked how it looked.
I mean, it is golden.
Yeah.
Oh, we do the combat
Not sure
sequence
how it
here.
can be golden when it's supposed to be a Keyblade of Darkness.
Hey guys, I
Also,
hope you
only
like
time I def-
the Demon Tower.
Okay, well, but like I have no idea why Mickey's able to still keep it. Considering if you're going by the excuse I gave for the Keyblade that Sora has not liking Riku because of darkness, then by that logic, shouldn't the Darkness Keyblade reject Mickey because he's too light?
That is true. Oh, oops. I died as Riku.
Keyblade!
Oh no.
Well done.
HP gets low, defeat shadows, and pick up HP prizes to recover. Yeah, so remember how they had that beautiful demon tower in the 0.2 like 3 times? Well, I'll have you know, there's another one. So this one should actually be much easier because Riku does have like an actual move set. I'm just failing to like block and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Also, he has second
He
chance.
has ability to arc fire and water.
He also has that, yeah. But he does have second chance and once more, I think, and of equivalence.
Or withstand combo, as they call it now.
Yeah, which is a much better name because it makes sense.
Yep, we're just trained. Sorry.
Yeah.
Been in this series too long.
Also, we do damage. It's crazy. We also get the best block in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, there are Keyblade form changes that do give you the 360.
Basically that,
block.
yeah. Including Rage form, as we mentioned before. So, I think they already have it.
Yep. But that one is much more defined on luck, to whether or not I'll even get it.
Yeah.
No, I want to kill the shadows. I need 1 HP. Thank you. Hey, Mickey, stop being dead.
Mickey is so useless.
You're supposed
What
to be
did
like
you
one of the
do?
strongest guys in the entire game. In the entire series, you're supposed to be one of the strongest Keyblade
It's
wielders.
not over. Be careful.
Probably only second to like Sora.
But you know, Sora still isn't good enough to be master, you know.
Yeah, no, he's not. Oh, you guys should pay attention. If you haven't paid attention to his hair, go back and pay attention to his hair real quick. Oh, just look at his hair now. Or did it already change? I don't think it did.
I don't think so.
What?
Just focus on his hair, guys. Trust me, it's important.
Because somebody needs
It's
me.
the more ism writing. It's amazing.
It's so stupid, and I love it.
Who are you?
It is so stupid.
Stuff like this is why we play these games.
Like, holy cow.
Well, he's dead. That's the dead player animation. He's gone.
It really is. Also, why was he talking to himself?
Are you okay?
Don't know.
Oh no, his hair. Look at his hair. They do even a shot to show it. It's different.
Yeah,
Where'd the Heartless go?
meaning either
Got more than
the
half of
shadows gave him a haircut while he was in that realm of darkness, or Mickey was hiding a pair of clippers while he was unconscious.
Thanks.
Oh god,
Managed to hide the hair somewhere.
it's what's it called? It's
it. Or not.
it's Ocarina of Time all over again.
Yeah. Thanks to the new.
You know, where he's like asleep, and
But
then
you're
there's just the
Keyblade.
one dude, the whatever his name is. Oh no, his Keyblade is broken. I didn't even know Keyblades could break.
The Heartless here are stronger than what we expected. I guess we probably should have powered up our Keyblades before we came in.
Yeah,
here, huh?
come on. Stupid.
I think we need to go back to Master Yensid's tower so we can.
He has such a cool Keyblade. It has an eye on it.
But Aqua's still down here alone, facing enemies like that.
I mean, last we saw Aqua was right here where you're standing.
What if she's feeling as scared and alone
So,
as I felt the first time I came here?
you know, that makes even less sense knowing
How long are
knowing
we
how the
supposed to
story
keep her
progresses.
waiting in this awful place?
And I think Mayo DC'd, or he's just being oddly quiet.
But Aqua, she's like Sora.
What?
No. Strong like Sora.
Oh,
It's such a good dialogue.
then I guess she's
Such a good bit of dialogue there. I wish Mayo was here to see that dialogue
Swim his way out.
in which Riku
We won't be
couldn't
long.
stand there being two
Right.
Soras.
Huh?
Can't use this Keyblade anymore.
It has an artificial Keyblade
well leave it
chain. I
here.
didn't even know that. Or artificial Heartless
The other
Keyblade.
me.
What?
Yep, if you heard that sound, that was them DCing because RIP. And that was another sound because RIP. It's okay though. I was gonna end the part after this. After there's a little bit of both the cutscenes because, yeah, it's gonna be a little rough going into the next section, and it could take some time anyways. So, is that back? Is Mayo back?
Yeah.
I'm here.
You know, the part is like my internet was fine, but apparently somebody else here was having issues, so they disconnected the whole router.
Oh wow.
Reboot.
Unfortunately, you missed the line where Mickey said, "Aqua's like Sora." Then Riku's like, "What?"
What? like, and he has the pure terror in his eyes, like, oh no, but he's that scared of the idea of more Soras.
I know, it's so funny to me, but you missed it, unfortunately. If you were going to be DC'd for too long anyways, I was planning on ending the part after this bulk of cutscenes because it's
Probably
almost
should anyway, because we're getting close to the hour mark.
Yep, about 8-ish minutes away, a little under.
Oh.
It can't be gone forever. Maybe something will trigger it real soon.
Like, what
But
exactly?
I just beat the hardest boss in video game history. You know, a bonk on the head actually might work.
Perhaps it could be something.
See, look at even Yen Sid is...
as that.
Even Yen Sid
You think
agrees.
so too?
Whenever you are in
He said,
magic happens. That is
like,
your
they think it could be
greatest
something like that. Why don't you try it?
You make it sound like an accident.
Goofy,
Come
get
on,
your shield
bonk
out.
him on the head. Everyone, bonk him on the head.
I would ask Donald to do it, but I don't think he's tall enough.
Master?
I mean, he can jump in the air kind of easily.
He can.
Whoa!
Nothing else, he could probably jump on Jensen's tower and then get him that way.
Here before, but you didn't wait.
Yeah, you didn't wait.
Oh, Your Majesty!
Why are you acting like you've never seen them
What have you three
before in
been
your
up to?
entire life?
Because they haven't, obviously.
Oh
And
my
to
god.
figure out how to get all of Sora's lost powers
I
back.
can't believe they just killed Sora.
Sora's dead.
Oh, what a shame.
What a shame.
But
That's the most, like, Mickey thing to just be like, oh, that sucks.
Oh,
Did you manage to figure out where Aqua is? 'Cause
Yeah,
you
they
where's-
started great. Riku has a new haircut now. Thanks, Heartless.
Dude, nobody even mentions it.
Or Mickey's randomly hidden scissors.
Come on. Can I finally say
No,
Oh, he's
Sora.
awake.
You're not allowed
No
to.
Master
Yeah, he
Aqua
pressed
made it as
retry.
far as the beach that Sora and I once visited.
He's back.
But that's
Oh,
where
let
our
me just add
trail
a
ends.
Keyblade!
Meaning?
traces
Nah,
of
I
the
deleted it.
Oh, I would have kept it.
Darkness.
One
Well.
death is going to be nothing in this game anyway.
No. Sora was dragged into the abyss during his.
I'm
I'm
hoping-
expecting this game to, at the very least, reach levels similar to the
So I think.
Are the
if
games
we
like
kill
Birthplace,
Sora,
Sleep, and
who is
Dream Drop?
close to
I'm
Aqua,
hoping I get
Possibly Dex
less.
Tears.
I'm hoping
can
I
reach her down
get
there.
less than like 200 at least for the campaign. the main game.
I'm talking like the whole game.
Sure who's even
The whole
next.
game is going to be ridiculous, probably.
Ventus is
Like,
hidden.
it might be a new record. We'll
Aqua's
see.
the only one who knows where.
Given the stipulations you have to do, probably.
Aqua was the last.
Dude, our current record is 700 something for Jack 2, because Jack 2 is Jack 2.
Yes.
What about Jack 7?
It was 789.
Another possibility.
Oh my lord.
Let's say an op-
Wow, I didn't realize how close it was to 1,000. Granted, it's 300 away, but
It's almost 200.
I know. Yen said, you gonna do something?
And I think like 200 of those was just that rematch with Errol.
AK the worst mission of all time.
It took 6 hours. 6 hours! This is before we had put limits in place on how long our videos could be.
Huh? Sorry. I have no idea why that just popped out.
Don't lie, Sora. You're the kind of person to say, I'll save her.
Convincing.
You would totally do that anyway.
Better not let us.
I get the gist of what's it called? I get the gist of what they were trying to do with that cutscene, but it is not like with the dialogue, but it's not out of character for Sora to be like, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like at all.
It should have been something that was blatantly out of character for him.
Yeah,
Good plan, sir. Riku and I will retrace her steps
absolutely.
and see if we can find any sort
But
of
for some
clue.
reason they decided
Hmm?
that
We got
they
hit
did something
pretty
really in
hard the realm
character.
of darkness. My keyblade was damaged, and the Heartless broke Riku's.
Dude, how is your
crown.
keyblade damaged? Yours comes from the land of darkness. It shouldn't have been
Yeah,
damaged.
just go back there. They'll be fine.
In that
Presumably.
case, rendezvous with Kairi and Lee.
They have to rend a vow.
Their training
That's how
on the
I still love how
possibilities
that's how I
of
thought it was
wizard
pronounced when I was
Merlin.
younger.
Yes, sir.
Darn it.
Also, I would like
No, I'll
you
say
to
rendezvous.
deliver these for me.
I don't want to get a bad habit of saying that other
Yes,
word.
they are the same as the
I'm
ones
not even
I
going to say it
gave
because I don't want to like
Yeah, that's
entice myself.
that's a Reamber Tears of bad pronunciation.
from the darkness.
That's what?
Reamber Tears of bad pronunciation.
Oof.
What? No fair.
Yeah, that's
At
no
least that was a
fair.
typo.
Master?
I want an I want a new outfit.
Settle down. I have new clothes for you too, Sora.
Yeah?
New clothes.
From the good fairies.
You
I
should have
like
mentioned so
Sora's.
sooner.
I like Sora's Kingdom Hearts 2 outfit. To
I
be
knew
fair,
you'd
though.
come through for me. Thanks.
Those are no
I
ordinary
mean,
gods.
the only one I'm kind of iffy on, to
Like
be fair,
before,
is just the
they
one,
are
just because
very special
for some reason the
gods.
original game really wanted to emphasize how big his feet were.
Prepare them.
Not only that, but his shorts are really puffed out, like
Yeah.
hilariously puffed out.
Cool. Okay.
Like, I get it's iconic, but
I mean, they're puffed out ridiculously here, but at least it like the rest of his outfit like mimics it. Because the thing with
it matches.
yeah, because the thing with oh look, it's Jiminy.
Every journey worth going on needs a cricket to keep track of it. And I can't let you start this one without old Jiminy Cricket by your
It's
side.
me, Jiminy Cricket.
Team's back.
Yeah.
Good. Now to mark the beginning of a new journey. I wish
What are you gonna
were
give
to
me?
have this, Sora.
It's gonna be amazing.
More clothes?
Okay.
That is a heart.
A heart binder.
Think of it as a good luck charm made just for
That's
you.
a lie. Just tell me what it
You are
does.
a gift, Sora, for connecting with others. And this makes that
Oh, I
gift
mean,
strong.
he
That's all you
did
had to
what you asked.
say. That's all you had to say. You didn't have to.
No.
You didn't have to. I also love how Sora is holding the suitcase over. Oh,
May your heart be your
Oh.
guiding key.
it doesn't have the dialogue, but they heard him say it.
See?
You're telling me nobody noticed he closed his eyes and moved his mouth? The dream. We can use link commands. Call upon the. Lets you call upon the Dream Eater's power to use a link command. So we get a new ability called Links.
Yep. Remember that part during Kingdom Hearts 3's development where Nomura wanted the developers to put every single Dream Eater in the game individually as their own summons?
Yeah.
And he basically just made his developers want to cry every time he brought it up.
I'm fine with what we got.
Yeah, it's still a good enough nod.
Yeah, but I do have to mention something.
Okay.
links are
told
very
you,
broken.
these things
Very,
take time.
very,
Yes.
very,
Or is
very,
it just me,
very
Or
broken.
is this turning into a routine?
They're only not completely broken in the super bosses of the DLC. But even then,
Even
they're
then, it's
still
pretty
really
broken.
good. Yeah.
Uh,
Hey guys, we got a cell phone.
this?
Funkiest cell phone I've ever
I
seen.
don't know how.
It's a brick.
Maybe this.
I honestly love how they made them
Dale?
technology illiterate. It makes sense, but I just love how they do it.
Especially for Sora.
Yeah, they're just like, what the heck is all this nonsense?
Like, what is this? Like, touch? Oh.
It's basically an iPhone. Or a touch phone, I guess. It's not necessarily an iPhone. So it's a touch phone. And this is what we use for journal.
I've never heard somebody call it a touch phone.
I'm just saying touch phone because, I don't know, people that don't know what an iPhone is.
You really don't like the term smartphone, I guess.
Yeah, smartphone, yeah.
Sounds like it's pretty handy, guys. So, what's so
And yeah, it's basically where you keep all
your
your...
smartphone kind of died off too, because all phones are like that now.
Yeah, true. To be fair, or not to be fair. So basically, what it does is it's the equivalent of your journal and then some. There's a few extra features
Yeah.
to it, but for the most part, it's basically your journal.
Basically a journal.
Journey?
Blah.
It's also basically your journey.
Yeah.
This part is over an hour long because there's so many cutscenes back to back to back. This is putting the first part to shame.
Yeah, we need to really be factoring this in when we end Worlds.
Yeah.
Alias. Whatever.
I don't think Alias even says a single word.
Nope.
Neither does Zaldin or whatever his equivalent is here. I don't remember what it is.
You and your friends defeated our nobodies, thereby
Dylan?
completing us.
Yeah, it's Dylan with an I.
Cast off our hearts by choice, make no mistake.
Is Dylan even spelt with a Y or whatever other letter would be?
It's
I've never seen it spelled
D-Y-L-A-N
Y.
usually.
I've only ever seen D-I.
I've never seen D-I.
Not anymore.
Maybe it's a
Oh,
regional thing.
Liam. Why didn't somebody tell the Sora and Co in advance that these people are what's it called, good guys now? It's okay. We got beautiful what's it called? We got beautiful Goofy on our side, the knower of everything.
Mm-hmm. Seriously, why do we even keep going back to Ed Sid?
Goofy's able to deduce everything. It's because he knows everything.
We found some intriguing data in the bit of code we deciphered.
Oh yeah, there's the data inside of Sora. I hate it.
Yes.
In order to piece your
I hate it.
memories back
It's so
together,
dumb.
Yogaidr and some of the wise took
I
the
stored data inside of Sora. What? How does that even work?
that your heart
I mean, I guess it's not really that much different than having frozen nobody inside you, I guess. It's just
Gorge, you don't seem surprised.
just one more thing.
Yeah. Honestly, I
Personally,
suspected
it's
as
just
much.
another blip on the radar.
There's another heart
Whatever.
inside mine.
Now, Sora, if you thought there was another heart inside you, you're crazy. Okay, you thought it's Rocks. Never mind. Okay, that makes more sense.
Naminé is still inside Kyrie's.
Especially now that they learned that they know that nobody's have hearts. I guess it would make sense that he would think that he had Roxas inside of his heart. It's wrong, but
I mean, it's right at the same time, though. He does have Roxas.
he has Roxas inside him, but he doesn't have Roxas's heart in him. Or no, does he actually? No, he does.
Yeah,
actually.
he does.
Yeah.
So he's technically right. He's not entirely right.
He's not right in terms of what's it called. Yeah. In terms of, like, what he's thinking of at this current moment. I'll be in touch. You get it? Because they're on a smartphone? You don't call anyone, unfortunately, though. It'd be really funny if you did. Imagine calling, like,
I wish you
Riku.
could, yeah, just call Riku and eventually he'd be like, stop calling me! I'm trying to travel from darkness.
Stop calling me! I'm in the realm of darkness!
Aww.
I have to find Roxas and save him.
It's actually funny.
It'd be even more funny if the reception was really bad, so it's like, stop calling me!
Trust the
It's all
guidance that
staticky
your
and
heart
stuff.
gives you, Sora. That's what Master Yen Sid said.
May your heart be your guiding key. That's also what Master Yen Sid said.
Oh, that's
That's also what Goofy said. I trust Goofy more.
And presumably Zegbar.
Yeah, and him for some reason. Okay, so that's the technical prologue over.
It
At least
took
you
us
do
3 parts, one of which
Chip-
was really long.
Chip and Dale's latest invention on an incredible device that enables cross-world communication. It also takes pictures.
Yeah,
I feel like
this is going to be the last part that's going to have a thumbnail that's the usual zoom-in style.
Yep. So I feel like ending the part here because I feel like this is going to be abundance of cutscene before we get to a proper save point still.
Probably.
So we're gonna end the part here, and we'll see you guys in the next part where we continue on, and it'll definitely be shorter because this cutscene's just devoured this part. So yeah, so we'll see you guys then. Chicken tenders,
all toasters toast toast.
Yay!